Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different than I previously planned, because today I'm going to be talking about the changes to the YouTube Partner Program, news of which was announced just yesterday. Okay, so like I said, welcome back, and if you are new to the channel, come on in. So if you don't know, essentially YouTube announced yesterday that they are moving the goalposts with regards to monetization of YouTube channels. So the rules previously were that you need to have 10,000 lifetime views on your channel. Now that actually changed last year from a goal that was a little bit lower. YouTube are suggesting that the changes they're making are to basically deter people who are trying to take advantage of the system. Now, with the frequent moving of the goalposts, it's making it incredibly difficult for people like me to really focus on what it is they need to do in order to achieve those goals. Now, some of you might say that you shouldn't really be making the videos for the money and you should be making them for the fun of it. And to a certain extent, I do agree, because I don't make any money out of this channel. I do make the videos because I enjoy doing so. However, I am the sort of person who's driven and likes targets and goals, and in light of these changes, it's made it a lot more difficult for me to focus on what it is that I want to try and achieve out of the channel. With the rules that were announced yesterday, which are significantly different to the previous one, my challenge has become that much harder. So if you're not familiar, the new changes are as follows. If you want to enable your account for monetization, you need to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. You also need to have a minimum of 4,000 minutes of view time, which I believe has to be within a rolling 12-month period. So obviously if you have a surge, fantastic, but if you don't keep that active ahead of next year, you will drop off and you'll no longer be able to monetize your channel. YouTube claimed that in light of some news that broke last year, which I'm sure you're very familiar with some not so pleasing videos getting a lot of views and subsequently generating a lot of revenue, that the changes in the rules are to prevent that sort of thing. And I don't really buy that, to be honest, because with the rule changes they have, it still really just targets the smaller YouTubers. It doesn't really impact those larger YouTubers in any way. What it's done really is demoralize me. I'm not screaming victimization, it's just a little bit disappointing that the goalposts have been moved with no real consultation. Although YouTube suggests they have consulted people, I never got that phone call, YouTube. The difference is now is that how are we meant to trust YouTube that they won't do the same again? So we'll work very hard to ensure that we hit these new targets, only for this time next year perhaps for them to decide they want to change the rules once again. We're back where we started. Imagine you're an employee within a company, which I'm guessing many of you are. Imagine within that company that you have a process in place with regards to appraisals and promotions, so that you can sit and discuss the strategies to how you'll get from A to B over the period of a year. And in doing so, when you reach B, there's usually some kind of reward, and you have very clear set goals, what it is that you need to achieve over that period of time to reach your goal. Now imagine that that period is 12 months, and that 11.5 months before you're set for your review and you feel that you're ticking all the boxes, your boss calls you into the office and says, hey, I know we spoke about this last year and how we're going to get you from A to B, but what we've actually decided is that B is no longer here, it's actually over here, and ultimately the rewards that come associated with reaching B will now be paid when you get to this new goal. That's the only way I can really describe it, because it would be demoralizing if you put your heart and soul and effort and passion into committing to a company to achieve certain goals, only to really be told at the last minute, thanks very much, but we're not going to give you anything for it. This isn't solely about money for me, but don't get me wrong, money is a big part of it. But for me, this is about knowing what it is that you are trying to achieve based on the goals and rules that have been outlined. And essentially what YouTube have done here is invited you to play their game, and once you feel like you're up to speed and you know what you're doing, they change the rules and you now don't know what you're doing. So on Twitter today, which is the day after the news was announced, there's been a little bit of a call to arms from the smaller YouTuber community, essentially trying to defy the might of YouTube by encouraging all the smaller YouTubers to not lose the faith. There's been some sub for sub threads going around to encourage greater subscriptions to get those numbers towards that magical 1,000. That should in turn lead to viewer time. That is not why YouTube have done this, so we mustn't lose sight of this fact. They will no doubt claim that that is what they wanted to achieve from all along, and they've basically given us a bit of a boost. But really all they've done is pissed us all off. And the fact that we're all now trying to desperately do something about it isn't because we weren't doing enough before, it's because we all don't want to turn around and say that YouTube were right. Because personally, I don't believe that they were. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Comments in the box below. Incidentally, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, given all the stuff I've just said, subscriptions will be very welcome. And of course, if you do subscribe to my channel and you have a channel of your own, do let me know, again in the box below. I'll be happy to subscribe to help you out. So that's it, my rant is over. If you've enjoyed this video, big thumbs up. It's a different topic to what I would normally come out with, and a lot of my content lately has been focused on travel, and that will not change. I have a lot of videos filmed and ready to be professionally edited, including a recent collaboration with visitTampaBay.com, where I got to go and see the beautiful city of Tampa. I've also been to Las Vegas. I have a trip coming up to Minneapolis and also to Dublin, and that's not including the vlogs that I've already filmed, which haven't gone live yet, for Cape Town and also for Mauritius. I would love it if you'd hang around and check some of it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've all had a fantastic start to the new year so far, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon.